"Are you joking? I wear heels bigger than your penis," she yelled at me in front of all our friends and family as I got down on my knee ready to pop the big question. My own girlfriend, the woman who I've been with for the past 6 years, the one who swore she loves me more than anything in the world. She crippled every shred of self-worth I ever had in front of all our friends. They laughed and told demeaning jokes about my poor manhood all night long. And as I just sat there pathetic and lonely, hopelessly wishing this nightmare to be over, cursing God for making me this way, and terrified that I would die alone with no woman to have sex with me and my pitiful penis ever again. But I'm glad it happened, because the most painful memory I have was also a defining moment for me. After watching my girlfriend and her friends bullying me beyond any level of human decency, I decided that I couldn't take it anymore, and had had enough with my little penis. So I went on a 6-month journey through the dark underbelly of the male enhancement industry, where I tried every product on the market, even the most dangerous ones, desperate to find anything that'll give my manhood a decent size. A terrible, terrible mistake almost cost me my life and showed me why these useless gadgets would never, ever in a million years work for anyone. You see, despite what you've been told, the real reason why you've never been able to achieve spectacular penis growth has nothing to do with your genes or the fact that God made you this way. But it's instead down to a little-known and yet highly dangerous toxin, which has mercilessly taken over your bloodstream, causing almost irreversible damage to your reproductive system. This insidious parasite passes from your gut to your bloodstream, ruthlessly invading every cell of your genital system, preventing you from having a bigger sexual organ and leaving behind life-threatening side effects, almost impossible to treat. But there is an answer to this. And if you stay with me until the end of this presentation, I'll show you one simple thing that you can do today so that you can finally flush out this dangerous toxin out of your body and treat and repair any harm it created. This amazing breakthrough not only saved me a life of humiliation, degradation, and shame, but in just a few weeks generated an explosive growth of my penis, from a petty 4.3 inches as it was measuring before to a scandalous full 9.3 inches, without any dangerous surgery, expensive drugs, or painful exercises. And even more so, it helped me get stronger, longer-lasting erections. I lost 24 pounds of that ugly belly fat, got firmer and more pronounced body muscles, and even restored some of the hair I lost over the years, leaving my former girlfriend in complete and utter shock, down to her knees begging me to forgive and come back to her. This incredible penis growth discovery shook the $8.3 billion penis growth industry from the very core, sending them back to the drawing board and making them tremble in their pants, desolated and afraid of losing millions of customers. But the cat is out of the bag now and they cannot put it back. Because in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to unveil the identity of this poisonous toxin and share with you everything I know about this amazing program that helps you achieve spectacular penis growth in less than a few weeks. So, if you're suffering from the small penis syndrome, or just looking for a way to add 4 to 7 inches more on your penis, or you're simply worried, in all fairness, that women might think your member is just too small, you may be feeling a little skeptical about this, but listen closely. Shut down anything that might disturb you and start taking notes. Because today, you'll finally have the chance to never have to worry about the size of your penis ever again. To be able to give every woman permission to enjoy the glory of your monstrous king-sized manhood for the pleasure of just touching it. To live a confident life where you know that every time you walk into a room, you'll be the biggest man in there. And to be free of all the guilt and shame that's been following you for your entire life. This formula has obliterated everything health specialists know about penis growth. A program so incredible that it's completely changed the life of over 32,437 men of all ages and sizes from all around the world. And this number is constantly growing day by day. Men like Mark Benson, a loyal husband and father of 2 who thought he'd married the most incredible woman in this world, only to find out that she was cheating on him with one of his work colleagues just because he wasn't endowed enough.
I tried everything until I landed on this site. Suction pumps, pills, even some expensive surgery that sent me to ICU for 2 weeks. Nothing else worked but this amazing formula. My penis is now 3.6 inches bigger and I can't thank you enough. Too bad this hasn't happened before I caught my wife cheating on me with one of my friends from work. But I'm happy now. I got a new girlfriend and the kids adore her. Thank you so much for making me believe again.
Carl Harris, who's been bullied by his friends all his life, ever since they saw his little guy in the gym locker room. Poor Carl had already lost hope even as a teenager. I always thought it was impossible for a man to grow his penis, but wow, I did not expect this. I guess there are so many things about our body that we still don't know about. This is one of them. 3.2 inches in 3 weeks and growing, baby. None of my friends have anything to comment now. Thanks so much. Even women like Jennifer Gibson, who's been watching her husband sinking into depression and anxiety and desperately wanted to help him out. So she showed him this formula. Watching my husband feel like a failure every day, I decided to give this program a shot. He tried many other programs before but utterly unsuccessful. Until this formula came into our lives. His little penis is not little anymore. In fact, it's 4.2 inches bigger. Thank you so much. Although he's the one with a bigger manhood, I'm the one who gets to enjoy it so much. Men like Mike N., an honest professor from Wyoming, who spent all his life hiding in shame every time he had sex with his wife. I almost gave up until I saw your website. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. 3.4 inches in a few weeks, wow. I don't know how many men can truly understand the feeling of finally being able to satisfy your woman just like you both dreamed of. Now I don't have to turn off the lights every time me and my wife have sex. You need to show this to everyone. My inbox is flooded with hundreds of emails from men and even women who have now seen the amazing results of this natural protocol. And they'll keep coming in for as long as this website is online. And as this formula has worked for them, I make you a solemn pledge. It'll work for you too, whether you're 18 or 80 years old and have been looking for your entire secret to explosive penis growth. Now, if all this sounds good to you, then you must continue watching this presentation because I promise you, your life is soon about to change forever. Hi, my name is Chris Mann and I live in a small town near New York. You see, not too long ago, I was trapped in a life-changing moment when my hateful girlfriend told me she'd had enough with my pathetic penis and that she didn't want to see me anymore. Right at the moment I was about to ask her to marry me. You can imagine the horror I felt as I stood there, watching her destroy every last shred of dignity I had in front of our friends and family. But the truth is, she was right to say those words. I mean, I've always known my penis was small, I just never thought it was that small. I always considered myself just slightly below the average, you know, around 4.5 inches. I thought women were happy with that. I thought that love and respect is all that matters for them. But I was dead wrong, and as I saw the rage and repulsiveness in her eyes, I finally understood that it was time for me to make a dramatic change. To do it now, or face a life with no meaning for the rest of my days. And what followed was an incredible and dangerous journey, because I swore to myself that I would try every product on the market, no matter how risky or life-threatening it would be. Anything that would guarantee me a bigger manhood. At first I started reading forums, medical journals, and even talked to some of the men who shared my story, just to see if any of them found a working solution. I bought a ton of pills and tried them. Some showed a little bit of promising results, but only for the first few days. Most were just sugar water and absolutely useless. I even paid one of those fake gurus that promised me I would regain my manhood with some weird and dangerous technique learned from his ancestors. And all I got in return at the end of the day was a waste of money and time. I was frustrated and furious that nothing worked. It felt like I was running out of time, and everyone seemed to want to profit off of my bad fortune of having a small penis. But as I was about to give up, I remembered that night my girlfriend deeply humiliated me, and I swore it would never happen again, no matter what. Now you see, when people say no matter what, they usually end up doing something very stupid and unsafe. So while I was researching for more solutions on how to grow your penis, I saw an advertisement from a clinic that would promise 2 inches more in my manhood by recycling fat off my belly and injecting it into the little guy. At first, I was scared because reviews on the internet said that this surgery has all sorts of life-threatening side effects. But then I thought those would never happen to me. Had I only known this life-saving formula at that moment, it would have saved me from a lot of misery in the days that followed. But I was desperate, and I promised myself I'd do anything, even if it meant going under the knife and risking my life. I didn't care that it would cost me $8,000. I just wanted to fix my problem as soon as possible.